car accidents. On average, British Columbia experiences 100,000 accidents every year. 20% of those accidents are speeding related. 20,000. That means 20,000 accidents that involve injury or even fatalities. 20,000 accidents that could be avoided. Imagine if each accident cost ICBC or even the government of British Columbia $600. That's $12 million that could have been avoided. Today, I'm going to bring to you a product, an idea that could actually help solve that problem. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ray, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Sigma Technologies. To do this presentation, we'll go through a number of things. First, we'll go through the product, what we're actually offering to actually alleviate this problem that we have in British Columbia. And as you know, as population grows and more drivers on the road. Then we'll look at our competitive environment. What are we up against? And what are we going to do to actually differentiate ourselves from these competitors for a position? Then we'll look at our financing, what you can do as investors to help us achieve our dream of a safer roadway in British Columbia. And finally, we'll look at what we're going to do in the years ahead. Now, our product consists of two things. The main premise of our product is using something unique that you carry every day to access something. More specifically, using your driver's license to access your car. Now, you all know that today we have keyless entries to our doors and even keyless ignition systems. But what if you could use something you carry every day anyway to actually access your car, your driver's license? So what I'm proposing to you is to develop a product that is about this, as your previous presentation, in Inspirational Energy, they passed around a small aluminum casing, which is pretty much the size of a product. And this product goes into the dash of any vehicle and interfaces with the actual black box of the computer system, internal computer system of your vehicle. What you do is you use your light driver's license, insert it in the slot, and then you're able to operate your vehicle. Now, there are a number of additional features to this device. Again, as I mentioned before, you mount it on your dashboard. It also has the ability to transmit and receive data, which I will describe to you the benefits in a little bit. And of course, it also has the ability to, we've also designed ways to actually build add-ons to it, such as GPS, so you know exactly where your car is at any given point in time. Now, the second aspect of our product is an application of our product. The application is essentially, what if you could put an RFID tag or a digital tag on a speed limit sign? This device pulses energy as your car moves along and energizes these RFID tags, effectively transmitting data to your car. And what your car can do is, if you're going 70 on a 30 zone, the system actually slowly reduces your speed, effectively controlling your maximum speed that you're able to use. Once you're out of that zone, that field, the cap is lifted and you could speed up as normal. Sorry about that. Okay, transfer issues with the slides, my apologies. So looking around us, surprisingly, we don't have any competitors in this industry. We only have indirect competitors, and two indirect competitors is what we call a card scanning solution and Monitech Ignition interlock system. The card scanning solution is a card scanning company in the United States that deals specifically with building, designing technologies that scan passports, driver's license, and cards. This could be a potential competitor for us in that they could easily move into our business and our market by developing a system that actually scans cards and allows you to access your vehicle through your driver's license. The second competitor that we have is the Monitech Ignition interlock system. And this is more famous in the United States, where their target market is more on the DUI offenders. And basically how their system works is that the system has a breathalyzer unit attached to the car, so you need to blow through that breathalyzer before you can actually activate or operate your vehicle. And if you pass, then of course you're able to operate it. Now, the main weakness with this company is that they're only limited in Northern Carolina, although they do have over 100 installation centers in that state. So now that you have an idea of what we're up against, how will we position ourselves to actually address this? First, we'll be developing different flavors of our product. The first is what we call the UID Personal, and we'll move on to the basic, the premium, and the corporate. The difference between the basic and the premium is that there are a number of different add-ons, such as GPS, and the ability to synchronize it or add it onto an immobilizer device, so that you have multiple barriers for the car thieves. So instead of just breaking through the key or the immobilizer device, you actually have to insert something that's unique, that will identify you from different aspects. And the UID corporate is actually geared towards logistics companies and people or companies who want to keep track of their assets in a better way. I guess I should have explained better the product. The initial entry product is actually a product that's geared to families who want to keep track of their children's driving habits. And so if you want to keep track of when, how, or what time, who's driving your car, or when, maybe even where, if there's GPS installed, then you can actually keep track of that data. Now again, the difference between the UID Personal, or the basic edition and the premium edition, is that there's the data transfer capabilities in the premium edition. You're able to actually save your data on a flash memory card and actually import it to your computer. Now, first, in order to distribute this product to our consumers, which is the governments or families, we will first outsource this manufacture to overseas. We haven't yet determined where. However, it is looking likely that we will be outsourcing this in China. Of course, we will have to put them on high ethical and quality standards by allowing us to actually go in and audit the firms, the manufacturing companies. Then once the product is finished, we'll send this to distributors, who is in charge of each sales region. And they will be targeting retailers, car dealers, and of course, auto body shops. And of course, it goes to the consumer. As for promotion, we have two avenues of promotion. The first is regular advertisements through magazines and mass publications, such as 24 Hours, things of that nature. Essentially, target magazines such as Maclean's that target an age bracket of around 40 and above, or people who typically have teens in their families. The second avenue is through strategic alliances. We'll build strategic alliances with companies such as ICBC or even the provincial government to actually help reduce the amount that is charged through offsetting the cost through premiums, insurance premiums. So what can you do to help? What can you do to help us achieve our dreams? And basically, we would like you to invest $300,000 in our company. And in exchange for that, we are willing to provide 55% share of the company. And because of the nature of our product, I can tell you now that we are unable to achieve profits until the 4th year, due to many barriers, such as political barriers and even adoptability barriers. And yeah. So what do we do now once you decided to invest $300,000? We've divided our company stages, the 5 years, into 5 phases. Phase 1 from the first quarter of 2008 and onwards, or until the 3rd quarter of 2008, we'll be busy expanding and establishing our company. Now, the main focus of establishing our company is to reduce costs so that we can actually operate as thin as cost margin as possible. In phase 2, in the 2nd quarter of 2008 and beyond, we will begin establishing relationships with manufacturers, distributors, and begin actually selling the product in British Columbia. In phase 3, in the 4th quarter, or I believe in the 4th quarter of 2009, we'll begin selling across Canada. Now, this won't be as easy as we'd like to be. We would first look into different provinces to see which provinces would be the most probable provinces to sell this product in, and then select which provinces to do it. Finally, in phase 4, in the 1st quarter of 2010, we will begin looking into the United States to see which states are the most probable states to market our product. And finally, in the final phase, from the 1st quarter of 2012 and beyond, we will begin looking overseas. So the most probable location would be Europe.